I already made one of these videos, but sometimes it's hard for me to just talk to my friends one-on-one, and not all of them can give me really any advice or help with any of it. So sometimes I feel like making videos about these types of things would make it easier, so that way I can still tell them what I need to say without dealing with anything that might come in the process. And if anyone else that just doesn't know me but knows how to give some type of advice about certain situations, please let me know, because I'm struggling big time right now. And I try to hide it a lot because I try to avoid the conflict and just people trying to care. I try and avoid it. But it's not working. I need to let it out somehow, and sometimes I figured this is the best way. One of the best ways, at least. The last time I made one of these videos, I was talking about depression and all that it can cause and what it makes you think and what it makes you feel. Depression is a very situational thing for me. Since I have learned to kind of forget about it in certain moments, a lot of the time it's kind of easy to cope with it, but there are times where it evolves, it gets worse, and it just kind of takes over, and there's not much you can do about it. Like sometimes things just, there's triggers. If you hear about one certain situation, it can trigger your mind to think about very many different things. And if you mix, like today, I'm going to be kind of talking about the way overthinking works, at least my perspective on it and what it does to me. Because when you mix overthinking and depression, you get a lot of bad in your mind. Nothing really good. And some good pops in your head, but not much of it. I don't really know if many people can relate to me. I mean, out of 7 billion people in this world, I know at least one can. But overthinking is something so hard to deal with. So hard. Because I'll tell you what it does to me is it makes you it stops your sleep. It kind of picks times for you basically just to go blank. Because your thoughts race so fast that you can't make sense of any of them, yet you can make sense of everything that you're thinking of. And it goes to the point where your thoughts are just gone, yet you still remember everything. So basically none of it makes any sense. It just messes with your mind like so deeply. And then if you have like anxiety, depression along with it, it makes it 5 times worse. Maybe even more than that. Because what can happen with people with overthinking is I'm going to use a situation that has happened to me that has caused, it's like a really big trigger. Because right now I'm already thinking about it, might as well use it as an example to show people. In the last video I mentioned a girl named Lily, right? Well, a lot more has happened since then. She started to ignore me before, but then she decided to come back. She texted me in the middle of lunch at school and was saying a bunch of different things. And I didn't know whether to believe it or not, but I chose to. And 4 days later, she did the exact same thing to me that she did before. And all of this has just caused my mind to race. Like, what did I do wrong? What can I do to fix it? Is there anything I can do to fix it? Is this me or her? Like, what's the problem? There's just... Did I hurt her? Was I causing pain? There's so much that goes through your head, but you never know how to answer the question. It's like, I want to reach out to her so much. But, because there's so much she needs to hear. But, because of all of the mental problems that she has, if I was causing pain or stress or anything that is really hard to deal with, I don't want to cause any more of it. That's who I am. I am so protective of people like that, to the point where if I think I'm causing any pain, I try to force myself out of their life because I don't want to cause pain. Whether it's physically, mentally, anything. I don't want to cause it. I'm only 15, and I already think like this. I'm almost 16, and I already think like this. I can't stand to see the people that I love in pain anyway, let alone if the pain was caused by me. So I want to contact her and kind of figure out what is going on, but I don't know the best way to do it. Because I talked to one of my friends, Logan, about this, and he was telling me that sometimes people with these many problems and with anxiety, just anxiety, they get scared, and then they leave because they don't know what to do. They just decide to kind of limit themselves, like put themselves away from that person and kind of just ignore them because they don't know what to do. And I completely get that, but something that needs to be said is that you need to know the kind of person that you're doing this to. Because, sure, the fear is hurting you, but you have no idea how much you ignoring someone, if they're trying to care, can hurt them. Because this entire situation, I know that it has been scaring her, and I know she is scared, but I can't keep dealing with the coming and going. Like, even if she just said, hey, I need some time away, great. You don't have to tell me why. You don't have to tell me anything. At least I would know what is going on. If you just ignore me, an overthinker is going to think everything they did, well, everything wrong that is going wrong, everything bad that is happening is their fault. Everything, they'll try to figure out what they did or what went wrong, and they will think of so many different situations, of so many different endings to one problem, that it hurts them. And then if they have depression, it makes the depression worse because it gives them another trigger. Now every time I think about Lily, it is a trigger of pain. And it's not just her, it's not the fact, like, her as a person that is causing me pain. It is the ignoring me part that is causing me pain. Because, like, she has told me herself that she cares so much about me, and that I mean so much to her. Yet, I don't know if she's being genuine and she's just scared, or if she's just fucking with my emotions. Because in this generation, nobody knows. You never know if there's a good-hearted person out there, and I'm trying so hard to see the good-hearted person behind what she has caused me. Because I don't think she has any bad intention. I don't see bad intention. If she had bad intention, I'd bet this would be 10 times worse. But I have no idea what she wants me to do. Because I want her in my life just as much as she's been telling me she wants me in her life. But I'm starting to think that she doesn't want me in her life. Because some cheesy ass thing that everyone says is actions speak louder than the words. People lie all the time. So if you show someone with an action, it'll be a lot easier to believe. She has not shown me any actions of really caring. And most people would just tell me just to let her go, right? But it's not that easy. She helped me out of such a hard part of my life. I have reasons to believe she saved my life. And I'm not gonna go into that story again. And if this somehow reaches you, Lily, and you want to know exactly how that happened, you need to text me or talk to me, something. Because there's so much that you need to hear that you have not given me time to say. You are the first... She's the first person in my entire life that has ever shown me any type of affection more than a friend besides family. And to a guy, that means a lot. Because guys never really get compliments. They never get much affection. They're never allowed to show emotion. Otherwise, it's considered being weak. She's the first person that's ever shown me this kind of affection. And it's hard to think about letting someone like that go. It's so hard to think about that. Especially me being the person that I am. I am overprotective as shit. If I care about you, I want to help you. But to see her in as much pain as she is in, and me not being able to help her, it hurts me. Because I want to do something so bad, yet I don't know what I can do. I don't think she knows how to let people help her. I don't know how to let people help me. And even if she did, I don't think she would really know of any way for me to help her. Even when she is not talking to me, I see her in the hallways sometimes. And in my third period class, and I can see the pain behind the smile she puts on her face. I can see that with so many people. Not all people, but a lot of people. And it hurts me inside. Next time, like, if any of you, if you ever think about doing something like this to a person, you need to know who they are first. Know what kind of mental problems they are dealing with, and how they deal with certain problems. Because if your coping mechanism is ignoring their ass, you could be hurting them so much more than you want to. Because by her ignoring me, my mind has been hurt for days upon days upon days. And at this point, with the way that she has treated me, like whenever she's talked to me, she's treated me like gold. But in any action she's ever tried to do regarding me has left me in the dust to feel like I'm nothing to her. To feel like I'm just part of someone's stupid game. It's gone to the point where no matter how much it will hurt me or hurt her, if she tries to come back again or something happens to where we end up friends again and she does this to me again without letting me know at least something, I'm gonna have to permanently say goodbye. Because I can't take it anymore. The pain is too much. It's too much.
Close work site, kid. Get out of here. Bury the pipes this...
It just... It hurts. And there's one thing that I've never really been able to understand, and it is that you're just that, like, she has told me herself that I make her feel safe. And but she's told me she's scared. So I make you feel safe, but you're scared? I just don't understand. Like, I'm not saying that's a problem, because when it comes to anything like this type of situation, I'm always scared. I'm scared people are gonna leave me for stupid reasons. I'm always scared. But I don't know if you're just scared of the whole situation, or if you're so scared to ruin things between me and you that you ignore me. But if that's the case, I don't understand why that's how you think, because ignoring me just makes it worse. Because I would rather you say the most offensive stuff to my face, directly to my face, and then leave me forever, than you just ignoring me forever. Just ignoring me. Because I will if you ignore me, I will constantly look back and wonder what I did wrong. What went wrong? What I did wrong? What I could have done better? What if? The two words that haunt everyone the most. What if?
Who benefits from lower property values?
And I'm going to stop you. Because we have
And I think every overthinker can agree to me with this.
Incidentally, I'm pretty sure Spider-Man can't afford...
When you are dealing with an overthinker, you have to be straight up. Because if you lie to us, and we think it is off, we will think of every other thing you could have said, everything you could mean, everything you could do, and we will figure it out ourselves eventually. It could take one day, it could take 3 weeks, but we'll figure it out. Because if we think one thing you say is off, or sounds weird, or different, or not like you, we will constantly look back on just that one moment, or one text, or just that one spot where you said that, and we will think about it, and think about it, and think about it, and think about it, until we finally figure out what you were meaning in the first place. So I promise you, if you are straight up with us, even if you think it is going to hurt our feelings, it's going to hurt a whole hell of a lot less if you are just straight up than if we have to figure it out ourselves. I guarantee every overthinker would tell me the same. And I know that not everyone deals with it the same. It's not the same for everyone. I know that. But that's like saying not everyone that has depression is sad. There are some things in every mental illness. I don't know if overthinking is considered a mental illness or just a you problem. I don't know. But there are some things in every mental illness that every single person that has it goes through. You can't. It's kind of like saying not every person with anxiety worries about the stupidest of shit. Because they all do. So next time, you know you're dealing with an overthinker, or someone with depression or anxiety. If they have no mental illnesses at all, deal with it whatever way you want, because they can get over it a lot faster than someone like us can. And I'm not saying that's 100% true, but seems pretty fucking true to me. So, Lily, please, if you hear this, if somehow you manage to hear this, I need... If I really matter to you as much as you've been saying, you need to do something about this. Because I would do it. I would do something. But I don't know what I can do. Because I tried to be a good boyfriend, that didn't work. I tried to be a good friend, that didn't work. You can't expect me just to be one of... If I really care about you, you can't expect me to be one of those dry school friends that only speaks to you at school. That's not who I am if I really care about you. If I have your number, and I care about you, you better expect texts from me. You'd better expect me checking up on you, making sure you're okay. Even if I know you're not okay, I will still ask. Because sometimes someone just asking if you're okay is enough for them to want to open up or to get some help from you. And I know that no one is gonna open up that fast. Lily, I get it. And I'm talking to everyone, not just Lily, but this message is... A lot of this is directly correlated to her. But I understand that. I know you would rather open up to, like, Paige or Lexi or Addie, or if this was, like, someone else, like your best friend, you'd rather open up to them. And that is understandable. That is fair, beyond belief. I get it. I would do the same. You don't have to open up to me, but you need to give me reassurance. All overthinkers need reassurance. Because if they don't have reassurance, they will think up anything wrong, with anything that can go wrong. Anything. We need reassurance, and a lot of it. Even if you would want to ignore someone because they, like, whatever's going on between you and them is scaring you, or it's hard for you to deal with, you need to know who they are. Because if you do it to the wrong people, you hurt them more by doing that than if you straight up told them to get the fuck out of your life. Sure, it would sting, but us not knowing what is going on, what will happen, it hurts so much more. Because if you just straight up said, get the fuck out of my life, then we'd at least know that's your intention, and to leave you alone. But if we have no idea what is going on, it will take months for us to get over it if we ever do. And then if you just told us to get the fuck out of your life, it'll take like 2 weeks for us to get over it, no matter how much it stings. It won't take nearly as long. It'll still hurt. It'll hurt like a bitch, but it'll hurt so much less. Because if you mix overthinking and being overprotective, it makes you feel like you can't do anything. And I want to do something so bad, but I can't. And me not even being able to offer help even when you know you can't, no one can help you. Me not being able to at least offer it hurts me. Because, my God, these people that are in my life, they have no idea how much I care about them. No idea. Even if I rarely ever talk to you, I still care. I care way too much. And you want to know really how overprotective I am? In third period, the one period I have with Lily, the one period I do, I sit on the left side of the room, farthest away from the door. She sits on the right side, closest to the door. I am so protective, to the point where every time I see movement next to that door, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what I'm looking at, my eyes lock so fast on that door, just because I'm further away from the door than she is. That's how protective I am. Every time there's movement, and I know that there's never really gonna be any problem. I'm in a school full of children, and if there was a problem, the door would not be open. But it's just instinct, because I care so much, to the point that that is how protective I have become. I can't not look over there. Because if anyone was to come in and try to hurt her, I would be the first one getting up and running over to beat the absolute shit out of that person, no matter how much pain she put me through. Because she has become a very, key necessity to my mind, because she saved my goddamn life.
Like, should you tell her about every cracked rib and...
She had made me feel so much better about myself when I was feeling like no one would ever really give a shit about me. It is so hard for a guy, even girls will think this. It is so hard for us to think about losing someone like that.
Talk it out. Find out how much...
It's so hard.
And how much you're comfortable sharing.
Yeah, that's good advice. Every time I think I know everything about superheroing, bam, something new.
Because every time I think about losing these people, losing her,
Nuts after 3 freak accidents.
I think,
Something to look forward to.
I always think,
Thanks, Pete. Take it easy.
so far, the point where I put myself into a depression spiral, and I'm up all night just thinking about ways that I could try to fix it. When there really isn't much of a way for me to fix it.
In this cave, place still gives me the creeps.
Even if I was on good terms with her, if I wanted to help with her problems, I still probably couldn't. Because half the time she can't even help herself with her own problems. I get that. But we will always think about ways that we can, regardless of whether you will take that help or not. We always think of it. So Lily, please, if you really want me to be a part of your life, if you see this, you need to show it. Because I know it's fucking hard. I know it's scary. I know you hate people. I do too. And I know everything that you go through. I don't understand all of it, but I know everything that you go through. But please, I need peace of mind. And if this is how this is gonna keep going, I'm not gonna get it. Because the coming and going is hurting me. I just need to know whether or not you really want me in your life. And if you don't, that's fine. I will, no matter how much it hurts, I will let go. I need to know what I'm supposed to do. And if there's times where you're so scared you don't want to speak to me, if you choose to come back into my life, you need to just say, hey, I'm not going to talk for a while. You don't have to explain anything else. You just need to say that. That's all you need to say. And I will gladly wait until you are ready to speak again, or until you are comfortable with me around again. Gladly. But when I don't know what I am supposed to do, it hurts me. So, if you see this, and you really want me in your life, you need to show it in some way or another. Because so far, I think I've showed that I want you in my life. And you can ask any of my friends, I've said it so many times. So many times. It's your turn. Because I can't say I've trusted anyone faster than I've trusted you. I haven't told you things that I wouldn't tell other people because you've never given me the time. I would be willing to, but you've never given me the time. I just need peace of mind.
Miles, hey, do you have a basin wrench?
I need to know what is going on.
Me and my dad's stuff. I can check.
Yeah, would you?
So,
Maybe
please,
you'd be happy, but I'm gonna replace the
if I
lime green gas
matter
mask
to you,
for
if you care about me as much as you've been saying you do, I need to know it.
You need any help?
Please, I need to know what is going on. You need to show me.
therapeutic. I'm doing full-scale bathroom renovations.
Because I know I'm different than so many other people, and I know you're not used to people like me. I get it.
Just wait.
But it's so hard
Grizzled Spider-Man like
for me to stay who I am when this is what is going on.
Thanks for covering Manhattan while I'm in DIY.
Hey, my pleasure. What's the
I
boy
might
got
seem
with
like a
Spider-Man
big
that they don't
guy,
care
big
any
scary
worse?
guy on the outside.
Heard that.
But if you have found your way, like, to make me care about you,
Later, Pete.
you have hit the one part of me that not many people see. No matter what happens, I will never, ever hurt you on purpose. Whether it's physically or mentally, I will never. I couldn't. I just need to know what is going on. And to the people that isn't Lily watching this, all of this can relate to a lot of people. If you are the one ignoring somebody, you need to know who you're ignoring. Because you could be hurting them a lot more than you think you are. And then if you're the person being ignored, I feel you. Because it depends who you're being ignored by. Because if you're being ignored by someone you really haven't gotten to know that much yet, and you don't really care about that much, it's not going to hurt at all. But if you really care about that person and you're being ignored by them, it stings. It really stings. So please, if you have an overthinker friend or just someone like this, they need reassurance. They need to know. And Lily, if you see this, please. I don't care if you say the most offensive thing to my face or to me over text. At least I would know what is going on. I need peace of mind. I need reassurance. I need to know what is going on. And this same things can go for so many other people.